Trimesters. How are you doing? I miss you and I love you so much. You guys are so unique, talented, and I know you guys are going to do great things. So I hope by sharing my pregnancy journey with you that you find this information useful in the life that you desire to create for yourself. So today I'm gonna just give a quick recap of my second trimester in my first pregnancy. As you know, we called our baby that has a nickname Coconut. And so I just wanted to share a couple of highlights and of course a few topics that are pretty common and hopefully can be helpful tips for my pregnancy, since you know we're related, and hopefully you guys find it helpful. So of course with the second trimester, I would say, well, like everyone says, it's one of the best ones. It's easier to manage your hormones, do things, exercise. I think for me, a lot of the symptoms subsided and it's just more easygoing. I think you're gonna enjoy it. I guess to get started with the first topic of interest, I think symptoms. So like I said, some of the symptoms have subsided, so I definitely was sleeping better, not as much insomnia, and compared to the first semester, I would say my hormones were a bit more balanced. I was not as, I guess, pregnancy anger and losing my patience right away was not as much in the second trimester, because I do feel bad for one of my brother-in-laws. Kind of took out a lot of my pregnancy anger and hormones with him. So the second trimester was a little bit more relaxed, had more fun, and just really enjoyed the pregnancy process in the second trimester is going well. As far as eating, I would say probably not as picky. Certain foods I can eat, and I would say maybe more cravings for this trimester as well. So eating is a bit easier, not as much constipation, and morning sickness has kind of subsided as well. But you know, of course, there's some bloating sometimes, so maybe sticking to smaller meals would be helpful. But definitely can eat a little bit more than the first trimester. So kind of to go into diet and lifestyle for the second trimester, because I was able to eat better. Still, I could not, since we were in South Korea, just really could not eat Korean food. I think just kimchi and a lot of the side dishes that they make are a bit acidic, or they have like red peppers in it. Like I just, for those particular foods I couldn't eat. But definitely had lots of cravings for American food, you know, the traditional pizza, hamburgers. I really did want to eat those. So I would suggest just being careful, of course, trying to modify what you're eating, especially with hamburgers. You know, you have to be careful, make sure that the meat is cooked all the way through. And, you know, still not eating hot dogs, deli meats. That's what I was told for me. I'm not sure about what your doctors are saying, but definitely not eating any like highly processed meats and foods. Yeah, maybe sometimes there's a cheat day. But also I did notice with the changes with my diet and lifestyle, I was actually getting quite a bit of gray hairs. So I did talk to the doctor about it and come to find out that my iron levels were a bit low. So I had to start taking both iron supplements in the morning and evening. Like I said, taking those 1 hour before you eat breakfast or the morning meal that you want to take, and then 1 hour after you eat your evening meals. Of course, taking all of these supplements with orange juice or maybe lemon water, some type of vitamin C, because it will help with absorption, because I was having troubles with my body absorbing it. But back to the gray hair. So kind of had a lot of gray hair, and I was looking more into it. You know, it could be a sign of nutrient deficiency. So making sure that you're still trying to eat like a rainbow of foods through the second trimester. I would say after looking back, I maybe could have done better, especially with my cravings for American foods. You know, mom brought a whole bag, or her whole luggage full of chili, taco seasoning, and other American favorite foods that I really just wanted to eat and could not find abroad. So I guess just keeping mindful of sugar and salt levels as you're eating your foods. I would say as far as lifestyle, things were a bit easier for traveling. So me and Javier definitely took advantage of me feeling well and did some last couple trips that we really wanted to take. Of course, we went to my sister's wedding, Alexa's wedding in Mexico, which was awesome. And I would suggest, if you are going to do, of course, we had a long international flight, wearing compression socks probably would have helped, or some type of, for my feet, because they did get swollen flying. But overall, I was pretty good with flying. Not much morning sickness or any of the symptoms pregnancy symptoms in the first trimester. So traveling was a bit easier and smooth. So definitely second trimester is a good time if you're gonna take the trip. And of course, at 20 weeks, we did our gender reveal. And keeping in mind that, you know, maybe this is the time to share with more than just immediate family about your pregnancy. It's really up to you what you want to do, because I know everyone is particular about what information they want to share, especially on the in social media. So that's kind of like last thing for lifestyle, of course, is exercise. I was taking advantage of those, feeling really good, getting probably between 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day. So my walks were way longer. Still kind of did some Pilates and yoga, since some of the exercises naturally help your pelvic floor. So I would say continue to do especially pelvic floor exercises, because it's going to help with the next trimester when it comes time to give birth to your baby. So compared to the first trimester, I did probably light yoga and Pilates. I did a little bit of walking, but not as much as in the second trimester. Second trimester, I have been walking, hiking, well, being safe too when I go hiking, but just doing exercises if I can. Nothing too intense. I still don't really do any jumping, running, or any like sudden jerking movements. Of course, can't really do much of, I know we love volleyball. We come from a volleyball family, but I think you have to talk to your doctor about that. I didn't do any of those type of sport activities. And then of course, in this last trimester, in the second trimester for body changes, still the breasts just keep growing. So hopefully in the first trimester when you got sized for new bras, you got also maybe an extra size up, because it is a struggle trying to find a bra for this pregnancy. Because I need something to hold them up. So I would say maybe my size started off at a 34C, and now I'm probably like a 36 double D. They're pretty big. So you might have to buy like pants now in second trimester. I can't fit into any pants anymore. I mean, of course, the elastic band type pants I can still fit, so leggings would still work. Like I said, for any clothes that you have to find for the changes with your body. I really tried to find clothes that I could wear that would work for after I was pregnant as well. So I definitely brought more dresses than pants, just because I know dresses are a little bit more flexible, but really it's up to you, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I also like that in the second trimester, I guess everyone was saying my skin was glowing. And of course, since we found out we were having a girl in the second trimester, you know, usually they say that girls take all your beauty, but according to everyone, and I can see on myself, that my skin was actually doing really well. So compared to the first trimester, wow, I had just acne breakouts, especially all around my chin, lots of acne. But second trimester, not really much breakouts. Like I said, for me, the second trimester, a lot of the pregnancy symptoms have been subsided, so a little bit more manageable, of course. And as far as mood swings, you know, same thing. My moods, hormones, I think are probably a bit more balanced now. I don't randomly start crying or get emotional compared to the first trimester. Sometimes I would just randomly cry. And like I said, the pregnancy anger in the first trimester, don't really have that. I feel more relaxed, happy, and as far as sleeping, definitely trying to sleep on your side. So maybe it'd be helpful to get a maternity pillow by now, would be really helpful. Maternity pillow. But I like the ones that are like the J. I did try the U-shaped ones, but it was a little bit small, so you can get a big one. And just the regular body pillows that are long. They're okay, but I think for as far as pregnant women, I think the ones that are a bit longer, the J type style, those would be really helpful, so you can kind of rest your feet up, as well as supporting like your body and your back to not roll over as you sleep at night. So just finally, to wrap up my video, I guess a few suggestions that I have for you, if you haven't really thought of it yet, that I kind of wish I had done, is taking more photos of your body changes, especially in the second trimester. First trimester had a little bit, but I think definitely now, like, the pregnancy belly stays. Because compared to the first trimester, because of bloating, it looked like I had a pouch or a baby belly only after I ate. But as soon as like the food digested, I looked kind of normal after. I didn't look really pregnant after, but now in second trimester it like stays. And I think definitely taking video photos, trying to keep record, because you never know. If you decide not to use it, you don't have to use it, but I wish I had just done it just in case, if I wanted to look back and see my body changes, especially for the first pregnancy. Also, I suggest just keep trying to exercise. Exercise is really essential for the whole pregnancy, so keep trying to do more, or keep your current routine going, because it's going to make the last trimester, as I hear, is going to make it easier. And of course, if you haven't started yet, I think you need to really confirm who's going to be your doctor or hospital that you want to give birth. So since it's a bit easier to move around and walk around now, I think, well, I know it's a lot easier to get as much as you can get done as far as like where you want to have your birth and who your doctor is going to be, and getting comfortable with that doctor, and your doctor getting comfortable with you, and getting to know your body, to do it now during the second trimester. And then lastly, do as much couple and solo activities as you can now, because once the baby comes, you're going to be tired. Well, that's what people say, you're going to be tired. I'm pretty sure we're going to be tired, and no time. So I'm definitely taking advantage of trying to get facials, go to the spa, doing some like of that solo self-care, of course some couple dates, because who knows when you'll have time to go on a date. And like I said, travel. You can take advantage of going traveling now, since babies probably, well, they can't really travel much in their first couple of months of being born because of their immune systems, and just want to be safe as who you're coming in contact with. But this is my recap of my second trimester in my first pregnancy. So I hope all of this information was helpful and you guys find it useful to you. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.